Ladies and gentlemen, good day. Dr. Lee. I'm Peter from the ASUS Group. It's an honor to share our experience on the very special project called Next Generation HIS in Taiwan. The meaning of next generation is not just for the technology, but for the future care. And by the way, it's the newest policy in our Ministry of Health and Welfare, to be a new nationwide project for Taiwan in the next 3 years. And at the beginning, I would like to share some view of what we're thinking about digital health. I'd like to talk about the expenditure. In Taiwan, our healthcare expenditure of GDP is around 7%. I just checked out that in Vietnam it's approaching 5%, and for OECD countries it's approaching 9%. For the States it's about 18%. So the expenditure is higher and higher, and but the most important part of it is the segment of the expenditure are going to prediction and diagnosis. That's all can be empowered by technology. So I believe it's why you are going this section to see how ICT and the health fields can go into digital health. And for ASUS, we are putting resources in this segment for 10 years. And you can see in our booth that we have medical devices already, hardware part and software as a medical device. But for ASUS, during the last 3 years, we have a very ambitious goal to establish a nationwide healthcare information system on the here. And why we are considering to build a health information system is just like the CEO of Viettel IDC told this morning, the trend is going to industrial cloud. And healthcare is a very good example of building an industry cloud. And you can see that for ASUS, we are splitting the healthcare system into 3 layers. The bottom line is the intelligent digital infrastructure, multi-cloud, hybrid, etc. And the upper part is for the applications, not only for software as a service, but also for the medical devices that enable more point-of-care scenarios. But the most important part of the industry cloud for healthcare is the middle one. We call it Intelligent Digital Health Platform. We believe that the next generation future care should be empowered by data-centric infrastructure. So we are focusing on the new architect that can embrace open, common data interoperability, and the AI embedded infrastructure that can help the data in the hospital, not only the EMR, but also the DICOM image, IoT data, and genomics data can be integrated in the same platform. And you may know that Taiwan, the health information system in Taiwan has been established for more than 30 years. But in that time, in the beginning of our national health insurance, the information system are built upon transaction-based. The main focus of the health information system is to collect money, but this time we need to embrace the future care. We need to be AI-centric. We need to build digital twins. So patient-centric or data-centric is much, much important than ever. So we would like to build a unique or unified platform that can help different scale of medical institutions, from clinics to large hospitals, to share the same software stack that can help different applications from ASUS or third parties can run on top of this platform. And of course, we should leverage cloud infrastructure. It's not necessary, it's not just the technology that it is important, but I love the word that AWS just said, that the democratizing. Yeah, we need to democratize the technologies that help IT staff in the hospitals to use this technology. So we need to use cloud. But in Taiwan, we know that different hospitals should have different cloud strategies. For example, we are cooperating with Chunghwa Telecom to develop a nationwide next generation HIS for clinics. It's all 100% SaaS model, but for the large hospitals, we need to be hybrid or on-premise model. So, from the technology point of view, the XHIS is a powerful AI embedded health information technology platform that need to have this six this point, including hybrid. You need to be modularized and use hybrid. Microservice design. Need to be embed CI/CD integration, AI, real-time interoperability, etc. And I would like to use this slide that just I mentioned. We need to we would like to build a single software stack for all hospitals in Taiwan. So from the architecture view, we developed two abstraction layers. One is the bottom line for the data framework. The platform needs to be compatible with existing database. And the upper part, we design another abstraction framework that help application developers can develop healthcare applications easier than ever. It's just like a no-code or no-code platform for healthcare applications. And then in the middle, we need to provide a common data model. We need to have a state engine to support all kinds of business logic. And we need to have a form render or raw engine for different applications. And for the common data model, it's not just technology issues, but also we need to cooperate with our ministry to develop a nationwide standard for all hospitals to use the same standard. And then we need to embrace a raw engine that help applications that can be easily complied with our national health insurance policies. So with this architect, we have a vision that the hospitals may have legacy system, so we need to support across various databases, and all the hospitals can share the same platform code that maintained by ASUS, and we may have very flexible service app that is interoperable between not only hospitals in Taiwan, but with hospitals in the States or in Europe. That's our mission. Okay, just a little insight that for a data as a service framework, we need to support legacy database in the hospitals. So we divided the architect to be compatible with legacies. And we also provide a local environment, a state engine, a workflow manager that help developers in hospitals or third-party developers to develop applications. So you can see that if you want to add a function called an announcement, you can just add some script, and the function can be added very easily. And besides the architect, the abstraction layer, we need to compatible with the legacy system for the future. We are also embracing very good AI embedded in this next generation keys. The AI comes from two parts. One is for structured data AI. You can see that the data is for ICD code or some CDSS or drug safety services. And we are also embracing the native safety AI in this healthcare information system. And this is not that easy in Taiwan because in Taiwan we have our own language. We have our we need to solve the problem that the natural language of the doctors or nurses speak. And we already proved that in many hospitals in Taiwan that we can convert from voice to information. Not just text, we can just convert text into the information in the healthcare information system. So it helps a lot for doctors and the nurse to do process. And for ASUS, we are seeing an open architecture for the healthcare information system. So our work is in the core system, in the platform layer, and we are just doing a little bit application, but we are cooperate with third-party application partners and hospitals to build more next generation applications. So just want to share some real case in Taiwan. The first one is the Chengxin General Hospital. It's a hospital with 1,020 beds in Taipei that we are we are just deploying our healthcare information system in the hospital, and will be online this year. And another case study is a very interesting hospital called Guangzhou Hospital. It's a community hospital with just 200 beds. By the way, the hospital is managed by Veteran General Hospital, and we have the vision that we are cooperating with this hospital to serve 50,000 people in the Guangzhou area. ASUS headquarters is also in Guangzhou, and we are trying to demo the application that the virtual care. And we have also a case study with genomics that we are cooperating with our ministry to build a nationwide genomics platform that help the healthcare information system can have good standard for genomics information. So in ASUS, we are seeing the industry cloud, of course. So we compare the healthcare industry with the manufacturing. So we call it healthcare 4.0. So we are just at the beginning of the healthcare 4.0. And in ASUS, we are just put resources on that. We hope we can cooperate with you to develop good application in the future. Thank you very much.